Hello, Ninetales here today, bringing you another Open Pokemon League battle video. I didn't have one of these last week because all those battles were not worth uploading, but this one was very worth uploading. The name of my opponent's team, I honestly don't know, but he's a good friend of mine, and he's actually pretty good at Pokemon. Competitively, too, actually. I've battled him a few times on Pokemon Online, and it's pretty fun. But anyway, he's leading off with a Glalie, and I'm leading off with my Meganium, and Meganium's only job on this team really is to set up screens and then just kind of die off. But then I'm thinking, okay, let's see how much a Frenzy Plant does, because it is a very powerful move, even though I have absolutely no special attack investment at all. I thought maybe it would be enough to take out Glalie, but Glalie is, it's base 80 everywhere when it's stats, so I guess you could call that somewhat bulky, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I switch in my Probopass on the Ice Shard, and that's gonna do lol damage. And, yeah. So anyway, I don't know what he has to hit me, but he actually goes for an Earthquake, and I'm like, I was not expecting that Earthquake, but luckily, it's because of Meganium. Meganium set up the Reflect, and I can take the Earthquake. And I just go for a Toxic because for some reason I really wanted to take my time taking out this Probopass, because I don't know why. I guess I didn't want to take out the rest of his team very fast. I don't know. I have no idea why. I could have easily taken out this Probopass like at least 2 turns earlier, but then when it does die. But anyway, I know the Earthquake is coming again, so I go into Mismagius. And it doesn't affect the Earthquake doesn't affect Mismagius because it's a flying ghost. And go for a Shadow Ball here, and takes out the Glalie. So, like I said, I could have taken that thing out earlier than I did, but anyway. Sends in the Scrafty, and it's like, I don't want to take a crunch, so I'm going to go into Tyranitar, and set up my Sand, which is going to be beneficial to my Probopass and my Tyranitar as far as special defense goes, and he actually goes for the Payback, and it's like, okay, so Payback is this thing here. So I know that Brick Break or some type of fighting type move is coming, so I go into Nidoking, and he resists that, so that's not very good damage there. And I go for an Earth Power because it's really the best thing I have on Nidoking to hit it, and it's not going to do much damage at all. And he hits me with a Payback, and he gets a crit, but I don't really care. I don't really care. But anyway, I go into my Garchomp. It's like, okay, Garchomp can easily come into Revenge Billet, but I miss my Dual Chop. It's a base 90 accuracy. I think it might even be base 95, but I miss that Dual Chop. And it's like, well, if that's as much as he's gonna do, then whatever. But I miss another one. It's like, what the heck is going on here? And he gets a crit here, so I miss my Dual Chop, and then he gets a crit. So I'm like, really? Dude? That's stupid. Okay. So anyway, he's in range to be KO'd by my Mismagius, I think, but no, I'm not in range to kill off his Scrafty, and I have to lose my Mismagius too, so I'm like, am I seriously gonna let a freaking Scrafty, one of the most derpy Pokemon in the world, just sweep through my team? It's like, okay. So I send in my Probopass to go for a Protect and let the Sandstorm kill off his Scrafty, and it's like, okay, goodbye Scrafty, and that's a +1 for Probopass, and it's like, good job. So anyway, now that Scrafty shenanigans is over, I'm gonna see what I can do to this Tangela, and it goes for a Giga Drain. It's like, well, that was a Mega Drain, I think, not even a Giga Drain. It's like, what the heck, man? And I get a free Toxic on him, basically, and yeah, so it's like, is he really gonna stay in, or is he gonna, I don't know. He makes kind of like a bad play. He thought I was just Rock, and turns out I'm Rock and Steel. So, yeah, he'll never do that again, at least. But anyway, I go for a Protect, and it's like, I'm just going to stall him out with the Poison and Sandstorm, and now he goes for the Knockoff, and it's like, I don't want to lose my leftovers. I like my leftovers. So, anyway, he goes for it again. What the heck is going on here? Oh, he was predicting a switch, which he did predict a switch correctly, but I decided to go Volt Switch and get Switch Initiative. So, yeah, I remember talking to him about that. He was like, I thought you were gonna switch. And it's like, I did switch. It's like, I thought you were gonna switch differently. And it's like, no. So anyway, I'm gonna finish off the Tangela with a crunch. There we go. And now Arcanine's in here, and probably the best thing he could have gone for was maybe a Wild Charge or something, but he goes for the Retaliate, and with the normal gem, I guess it's basically like neutral damage, but it's still a Tyranitar, so that's not going to do that much. And I take out his Arcanine. Next he goes into his Quagsire and is like, I don't want to take an Earthquake and or Scald, so I'm going to go into Meganium. And he goes for a Waterfall. And it's like, okay. Meganium is actually more bulky on the defensive side as far as this one goes. And I hit him with a Frenzy Plant, and its times were effective, and its stab, and its 140 base power. I think it's 140, maybe 150. But yeah, that'll take out the Quagsire easily, but unfortunately my own Sandstorm takes me out there. That's okay, because I think he only has one Pokemon left, but it's his Ursaring. Now this is his like signature Pokemon here. Everyone in the league's been having trouble with this Ursaring, but I don't have a problem with it this match. Goes for a Swords Dance because he knows he's going to need as much as he can to take out Probopass. And he goes for a Metal Claw and hits Tyranitar super effectively. But thanks to my Sandstorm and his Poison, that's the thing about Ursaring. It's really only usable if you have a status on it, which means Ursaring is going to be, it's going to have a timer. And Pokemon like Probopass with Protect and a lot of both can easily exploit that fact. So that's going to be a good game. That was a 1-0 victory, narrow victory, versus There Is No Spoon Daycare, and I will get the name of his team as soon as I can. And yeah, that was week 8, I believe, and you know, it's getting good. So stay tuned for more Open Pokemon League videos. Comment, rate, subscribe, and see ya.